What's good, you guys? We're back again with another video. So we have officially reached the bad part of the off season where it's just really nothing to talk about. But shout out to Draymond Green because now we have some petty drama to talk about with this whole Jordan Poole situation. I didn't talk about this when it first happened because to me, and I still feel the same way, I feel like it's really pointless, and I will talk why I think it's pointless. So I just really didn't want to drop a video about that when it first happened like 6 months ago. But to hear it now, and it's like the second time it's been talked about, there's really nothing else to talk about in the NBA. So I'm gonna drop a video about it. So how I feel about this whole situation. I think this situation is completely weird. So Pat Bev was dropping a podcast. We already know Pat Bev has a podcast. So he dropped like a little snippet, and of course, to get the most clicks, to get the most views, he dropped the snippet of the part that people want to see about Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. So he dropped that snippet, and basically in that snippet, Draymond Green was just saying he don't just maliciously punches nobody for no reason. And he said it's not something that can happen in an instant. It's something that builds up. So he said that. And then Jordan Poole's dad came in with something talking about how kind of like Draymond was ducking him the whole season and all that stuff, and how it was kind of lame, some shit. And then he was like, if you see me, you see me, some shit, some weird shit, right? And so his dad posted that, and that led to everybody saying, oh, Draymond Green just got pressed on by his dad and all that type of shit. But a lot of people are forming their opinions off of that 30-second clip, and this is why I don't really like media or Twitter these days, because motherfuckers is just so lazy. You form an opinion about that clip, of course that clip is gonna make it look like like Draymond brought it up. Everybody's saying, why is Draymond bringing this up? Why is he still talking about this? He was asked a question. Now you can say Jordan Poole was asked the same question multiple times, he didn't talk about it. I get that. He's asked a question about like media, I get that, but this is his homie. Him and Pat Bev are homies. The first part of the question was how they got Chris Paul, and he talked about how he said like a year ago that he doesn't like Chris Paul, but now that they got Chris Paul, that's not going to change. Basically saying they can build up to having a good relationship, but just because we got Chris Paul, it's not going to be like, oh, now I like Chris Paul. No, that has to be built up. Which, again, people tried to find a way to say that was bad, which that's not bad. That makes completely total sense. But then a second part of that question was them saying they traded Jordan Poole, and then how they basically asked how Draymond feels about that whole situation. And that's when he led into that part. Now, he could have just said, no, I'm not talking about that. But that just would have been lame, because the whole time he talked about everything, and we know who Draymond is. Draymond Green is not a person that has a filter. Now, you might think that's lame, but to me, I think that's real. It just shows how real he is. He just doesn't really have a filter. Nothing's really going to hold him back. But in that clip, again, like he said, it's just not something that's just going to happen in an instant. It's not going to happen quick. And a lot of people just judge him for that. And I think that's lame, bro, because the reason why I feel like the whole situation is lame for everybody to talk about is because we don't know what happened. We don't know. We're just going off of assumptions. We don't know at all what happened. And what's the point of talking about some shit you just don't know? You can make your own opinions, like, oh, you can say he's lame, he picked on somebody little than, or words hurt him, but like, you don't know what was said. You don't know what they do behind closed doors. You know, I hope y'all not that oblivious. Think fights like this don't happen in the NBA. People fight in practices. It happens. But this one just happened to get leaked out. But it happens a lot. That's why when it first happened, they were just going to sweep it under the rug. He was going to get a little punishment. That's it. But then when it became in front of the forefront, when it became a media thing, now that everybody's seeing it, that's when it got work. But normally, shit like this happens. So we don't know if they got in previous beef before. We already seen the reports about how the vets didn't really get along with Jordan Poole like that. He was kind of childish and all that stuff. We've seen those reports. So we don't know if that happened before. Does that make it right for Draymond to steal off of him? No. And Draymond even apologized for that multiple times on the air. He apologized for that multiple times. But we don't know what was said, and we don't know what's built up. So it's really no point of wasting your time and having an opinion on it. Now, I do think he's, like I said, I do think he's wrong for what he did. And I understand y'all seeing Jordan Poole declining questions, but he's getting asked those questions by a reporter. I'm pretty sure if Pat Bev would have asked him that question, and he's in an interview where you're just talking, he wouldn't basically explain what had happened, but he just would explain how it felt, how it impacted him, because that's what you just have to do. Like, how lame would Draymond look if he just said, we're not talking about that on Pat Bev's podcast? That just looks lame. And the one thing that they don't want to show y'all in that clip of Draymond and talking about Jordan Poole is, literally, this is why I said if you watch the pod and not the clips, you will see that literally a minute after that, he praised Jordan Poole for 2 minutes. Said they got a good one in Washington for 2 minutes. A minute after that, and then even people was harping on what he said about Chris Paul. 15 minutes after that, they asked him about who has the biggest IQ of all time. He spent like 5 minutes talking about Chris Paul, him and Pat Bev. But no, y'all don't want to watch it. Y'all just want to look at what y'all see on the internet and really not watch the videos and just form your own opinion off of other people's fucking opinions. And their opinions, they're going to hate on Draymond too. And this what you get. It's like, people are so lazy, bro. Now I understand some fans kind of want Draymond to kind of pipe down, but then you gotta understand that's just something Draymond's never going to do. He's never going to do. The motherfucker has gotten suspended for text the longest his whole career, has cost his team maybe one championship. Because I would say, what was it, when KD left, I was like, they had another chance to win championship. But 2016, I don't think he cost that. I think they also lost Bogut. That was a big loss. But like, they could have won a lot with KD if he didn't really like getting KD's head and all that stuff. But y'all can say y'all want Draymond to pipe down, but that's just not him, and y'all just gotta accept that. Now with Jordan Poole, I like his little comeback saying he's the talk of the town, telling people, I guess he was kind of throwing a shot saying, find the hobby. Well, Draymond Green, I like that comeback because, as you can see, he's just moved on from it. He has too, and I believe Draymond has too. He just got asked a question, and they're just different people. One's gonna answer, one's gonna not, because one has a filter and one doesn't. Now, if you met that one doesn't have a filter, that's on you. But it's really not that big of a deal, bro. The shit happened 6 months ago. It's weird. It's no point of really talking about it. This could actually be a rumor episode that I said I was going to do every week, and I haven't done in a month, so I'm sorry for that. Other rumors we have been getting, just this whole Dame situation. It's just basically it's going to get held out like the KD one. Like, I won't be surprised if Dame is at training camp preseason, and he just plays with the young guys to start off with, and then he gets traded probably in the middle of the season because Portland's not budging, and I love that they're not budging because Miami just don't have nothing for them. So I understand that this is going to get held up for a long time, and I'm happy for that, but I kind of want to see Dame play with the team, because the team, to me, is decent. I felt like this last year. I felt like they should have been way better, but I don't know what happened. James Harden. This is what I really want to talk about. This shit is lame. Him trying to force himself to the Clippers is lame. He's doing it again. He failed in Houston, played 9 games in a fat suit, still was dogging in a fat suit, forced his way out of Houston, made them give up everything. They didn't really get nothing back. Am I tripping? No, he made Brooklyn give up everything for him. They gave up the shit that they built to get Kyrie and KD. They gave up Jaren Allen, Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, multiple picks. They gave all that up for James Harden. You go there, you lose the first year because you was hurt, Kyrie was hurt, some shit happened, all that stuff. The second year, you won out instantly. I get it a little bit, only because Kyrie wasn't playing and you just had KD out and I get it a little bit. But then you make them give up everything. You make 76ers give up everything for you. You bring in PJ Tucker, then you lose again, and then you lose again 2 years in a row, and now you're trying to leave again. He's about to be on his 4th team in 3 years. That is crazy. And we're letting him get away with this, but we want to criticize people like KD and Dame for what he's going to do. I don't really care if Dame wants to go to Miami because Dame has fought years with this Portland team. So, of course, yes, I want to play with my dudes. He want to play with Bam. He want to play with Jimmy. I don't want it to happen because I don't like Miami fans, but I understand him and I condemn him for wanting to go play with Miami. Now, KD, I understand. I'm 10 years, I'm fighting with Russ. We just can't get it done. And I want to play with basketball players because that was his explanation. I'm going to go play with Steph Curry. I understand that. This motherfucker's hopping from, I was going to say some crazy stuff. He's hopping from team to team to team to team in a matter of 3 years. That is crazy. And what I'm looking at, I'm like, bro, you don't have to do this. if Embiid is who we say he is, and you who we say you are, you're an all-star talent damn near all the NBA. He's an MVP candidate. That's perfect. You have everything. You have the role players, Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, PG Tucker. The reason why you motherfuckers are losing is because of y'all two. So you have to really look at yourself in the mirror. And then, if we're being honest, he fuck around be going to a worse situation because we don't know if Paul George and Kawhi are going to play 20 games this season. We don't know. But that's it for the rooms. Like I said, we're not getting nothing. Shout out to the Cavs for winning Summer League, which I will be dropping a video on Money Base because I was very, very impressed. And Isaiah Mobley, I was very impressed. But other than that, we're not getting shit for a month. I think FIBA starts in a month. So I can't wait till that starts. That's going to be so fun. Hopefully, no weird shit happens and they don't make it out. They make it out the group stage because I just have a feeling like something weird's gonna happen. Like they're gonna lose to Lithuania. Kristoff's gonna drop like 56 or some shit like that. Hopefully that doesn't happen because I think they have a really good chance of winning gold this summer, and I'm really excited because other than that, we have nothing to talk about. But that's it for this video. I'll talk to you guys later on. Peace out.